But yeah, I've always there's this old Saturday Night Live sketch. It's probably like one of the last really good ones they had for a while. It was like like those play sets that they had for girls, like the Barbie Dream House, but it's like huge, so like she can almost fit in it. They had this
Yeah.
one bit about like a wishing well for sensitive boys, and it's just like a lot of cuts of like a small boy just like laying on the well and just like pondering it and just like that kind of shit. Like just picturing you like your hair is longer for whatever reason, and you're sitting under the willow, and it's windy but not too windy. You're just like,
And this is your emo play set.
yeah, this is like an emo playset,
It's
Nice.
also
and
the cover
you're
of our third album.
all right. You got to start growing your hair now, Thomas. We're like, I'm
Oh
talking like
man, I really want to grow it, but the amount of grey hair in it, I'm going to end up looking like Gandalf.
that's kind
Oh,
of
that's
sick
even
though.
better.
That's what I was gonna say, right? Like we lean in that direction, right? You make it
Yeah,
very
man.
Lord of the Rings-esque. Obviously, not all
Yeah.
the way because you know how the Tolkien estate is, but all right. Well, let's go ahead and get kicking, I think. So, Peter, basically what I do is I run an intro. I do like some introductions for the podcast, and then I'm going to do an intro for the band as a whole, and then we'll introduce you all will introduce yourselves individually, and then we'll get into the meat of the interview. So, let's go ahead and get kicking. And you guys are all good with we put this stuff up on Patreon and like, let our true fans, the fans who really love us and are willing to part with their hard-earned money for our hard work for content, like observe you as you are doing the interview. So,
Of
um,
course.
all right, we're on board. Very cool. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, trans and non-binary punks of all ages and denominations, welcome back to another episode of Not Just a Phase, and thanks for joining us in our fourth season. If you're new here, let me get this out of the way really quick. We're online at notjustaphase.net, on Instagram and TikTok as Not Just a Phase Worldwide. We're on Twitter at NJAP Worldwide, and we have a Patreon with video podcasts and bonus content if you want to help support the expansion of the podcast and Blogspot and all the other content that we like to continue to create for you. As always, we want to give much love and a huge shout out to our video editing team, Blocko Media. That's at Blocko Media, who are also the boys from Majula Lunar. Make sure to check them out and give them a follow. They do fantastic editing for us, and they also make incredible music. So, something for everyone there. And today I am beyond happy to have the homies in As Living Arrows on the pod. Now, if one of these voices sounds, or a couple of these voices sound kind of familiar, it may be because we had some of the members back on when they were called Deadbird. Their first album, 2022's In the Absence of, was a beautiful meditation on grief and isolation and finding your way through all of what is between. After which, the band clearly felt a shift in their process and how they want to communicate what they're making to the world going forward. So we're going to get more into the name change and the writing process and the new album later, but I can tell you it's as moving, if not even more beautiful and intense than their previous output. So welcome to the show, guys. How are you all doing today?
Good,
Thanks very
man.
much. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, thanks.
Excellent, excellent. So for the listeners back home, so they can kind of, tie like an instrument to a voice and all that, would you like to introduce yourself and say what you do in the band?
Yeah, I'm Tom, and I play guitar and do vocals in As Living Arrows.
Go on, Peter.
I'm Peter. I play bass and do backing vocals in As Living Arrows.
I'm Chris. I play drums and accordion on the new album.
Hi, you're listening to Not Just a Phase podcast, and this is Pete,
I'm Tom,
and we're from As Living Arrows.
and this song is called The Greatest Weight.
We watch it out. We make it up. We talk it out. We scream, we shout. We hide away. will the clouds break, or will the water fall as the crowds cry? Down, down, will the clouds break, or will the water fall as the crowds cry? Down, down, will the clouds break, or will the water fall as the crowds cry? Down, down, as the bow breaks and the cradle falls, the crowd cries. Down,
All right, very cool. Well, thank you guys again for coming on today. Now, be honest, I know that we've had Tom and Chris on before, but Peter, I think earlier you mentioned a little bit that you had listened to the pod. Have you guys listened to the podcast before? And not just your own episode. We're not counting that.
I've listened to
Yeah.
that one about 100 times.
Yeah.
No, I've listened to quite a few. As yeah. I really enjoy your interview style.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
He's just trying to get easy questions out of you. Don't listen to him.
Well, it's working. I'm about to softball this whole thing. All right. So let's talk a little bit. I know the band's like you're from the UK, but for some of our more geographically challenged listeners, the UK is not just like a 10 square mile radius of land. There's like a lot of places. So if you want to tell us a little bit about where you all are like individually from and like what your local scenes look like, could be Screamo related, could be not Screamo related. Just like want to go into that a little bit.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first. I live in Brighton, which is about an hour south of London by the sea, which is lovely. I have not been going to any shows at all recently because I've had zero time. But the scene in Brighton is really good for all kinds of music, really. There's not a specific one. We've got like a really good music college here. And it's always a good town for music because it's so close to London. But yeah, and it's by the sea, so you get to do some cool stuff when you're here. But yeah, I would love to go and see a band play. It's been ages.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon, yeah.
Go on, Pete.
Yeah, I live in Aberdeen, Scotland, which is quite far north from most of the guys in the band. So yeah, a lot of traveling to be in the band. I initially joined the band thinking that I'll be moving to England at some point, and then it just never happened. So, but yeah, I decided to stay in the band, stay with it, and it's led to great things. The Aberdeen scene is pretty good. It's pretty small, but it's a good community of people, and it was a hardcore show last weekend. That was good fun.
Awesome.
It was good vibes. A lot of energy. So yeah, that was good. The nearest place to me is probably Glasgow in Scotland, where the kind of bigger names or bigger shows will be. So I don't know yet. We haven't played much of Scotland, but we played a Glasgow show as Deadbird, and that felt a little bit like a hometown show for me. So that was fun.
Nice. Well, I'm in Birmingham, the heart of the UK. But like we've got another two members. It's not just the three of us. So we've also got Matthias. He is in Bristol, and we've also got Tim Dawning. He's in Woking. And it's a bit like the Avengers Assemble, like when we all get together. It's quite hard to do. The scene in Birmingham is, well, when myself and Pete, we went to a gig the other day, we didn't realise there was a Screamo scene kicking off in Birmingham again. There was a really, well, who was it? It was playing. It was In Case You Leave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, In Case You Leave.
There's actually a band from Glasgow called My Rushmore that were playing as well.
They were fantastic as well.
Never heard of that. Okay, My Rushmore.
But
My Rushmore.
My Rushmore, yeah. And we went to this show. I've forgotten what the name of the venue is now, but it's quite renowned in the UK at the moment for putting on bands like touring hardcore bands like Gel and various other ones. But yeah, we went to this In Case You Leave show, and I was just so surprised at how many young kids were there. And I'm talking like 16 to say 20.
Yeah.
And I went like I went to go and see Orchid. I don't know if you know.
I had no idea. How was that?
we went together. But I was wearing my Orchid shirt, and like all these kids were coming up to me, just going, "I love that band," and just talking to me and to Pete, and it was amazing. It was really cool to see. But yeah, I've not scratched the surface of it yet, because obviously I'm working full time and we do the band, and I, as Chris said, have very little free time. But going to that show the other day was fantastic, and seeing all the young kids there, it was nice.
That's so awesome. Yeah, it just seems like everywhere, like the scene's kind of really started to take root in like a number of ways, and like even when it was kind of getting bigger in different places, like slowly, now it just seems to have just ramped up like crazy all over, which is really wonderful. Like,
Yeah.
has its caveats, of course, but yeah, it's just cool to see kids just like hyper interested in this stuff.
And it's so
We're gonna
it's so
need to
impressive.
we're gonna need to start a screamo band.
Yeah, we should. I think right now is the time. It's time to cash in. Yeah,
Exactly. We've waited long enough.
That Screamo money.
yeah, get that big screamo money. So speaking of like the scene coming up, and you mentioned a couple local bands, like I know we've kind of plumbed your depths before, Kristen Thomas and Peter, for like Scotland too. I'm curious, and I'm sure that your answers have changed since we last spoke, but like what are the local bands that, like, it doesn't have to just be Screamo, obviously Screamo is appreciated, but like that you really think are just not getting nearly enough love? And like also as a band that isn't like from the US, I know the US can feel like it's mostly looks inward a lot of the time. Like this is your platform to like really give love to any UK bands or Scottish bands or Irish bands or any surrounding bands from your local scene that you think really need a lot of love because they
one of them, we did a few shows with a band called God Alone from Ireland. The moment you said Ireland, I thought about those guys. They are like a dancey, mathy, I don't know, weirdo band, but they're really lovely guys. And we played a festival and a show with them. And I don't know when that was, but they were just really awesome dudes. And like
they put on an incredible show. It's like dancey, mathy, screamo, And I swear I wasn't dreaming this. At one point, the bassist and the vocalist just started wrestling as well,
Oh,
kind of
sick.
near the end of the set. Yeah, I think it happened. It was great. And I think they were on tour and they were like, yeah, we've done that for the last like 3 nights.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they were just lovely dudes. Like we've been really lucky over the past 2 years. I think it's 2 years of us playing like the UK that we've met up with some really really nice people. Obviously, we always say chalk hands. Those guys are awesome. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat.
So good.
Another great screamo band.
Frog in my throat.
And who's the guy who's putting on our London show? His band Ace. Do you know who I'm on about?
No.
I'll
Who is
find
he?
out.
Yeah.
I'll find out.
don't know
Are
who
they a
that is.
screamo band or?
Yeah, I'm going to be really rude and Google it while you guys talk.
Okay, yeah. All right. What do you got for me? Come on now. Give me the goods.
I'm gonna say, well, in case you leave, you're supporting us in London. They're great.
Yeah. That band can never get enough love in my book. They've been around for a minute too.
Big shout out to them. And there's a band from Edinburgh that I really like called Void of Light. They
Mhm.
are kind of more kind of post metal vibes, but we've played a few shows with them and they're great. And another band from Edinburgh, Code Speaker, who are good as well. So yeah, great bands
Sick.
in the Scottish scene. So shout out to my
Hell yeah.
Scottish brothers.
There you go.
I'm glad you mentioned those because yeah, they're absolutely awesome. Like just soundscapes, aren't they? Just pummeling sort of post metal, I suppose you'd call it. But really, really nice guys as well. You know, when you click with someone, when we've played shows with them straight away. But yeah, I still can't think of who this this band is. But yeah.
That's
They're
all right.
really good, whoever they are.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
They're so
No,
good.
no, I'm going to describe it, and you can edit this bit out. Sorry, Rob. So it was, you know, the young kid who comes to all our shows in London. You know his band, and he supported us and Chalk Hands.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What was the name of his band?
Did it begin with M or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Did he support you guys on that? Didn't you guys do a little run with Chalk Hands? Is that what you're talking about? Like going from last year? Or was that earlier this year?
It's really going to annoy me.
Oh man, that was wasn't he like standing in for someone as well?
Yeah, and it was amazing. He was
Yeah, I
so
can't remember
cool.
what they were cool. Begins
Yeah.
with M. Just Google it. It's fine. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go look at the
Google
flyers,
it.
guys. Go do some research for yourself. In this TikTok era, everything's handed to you. Go do a little digging. It won't kill you. All right. So, as a podcast, we always like to know, what other podcasts are you guys listening to? Are you on a big like true crime kick? Do you love the self-help stuff? Or more informational? Like, do you have any recommendations you'd like to give us or our listeners?
I have been back into listening to Radiolab after a big break. That was like when we were touring in the US with the other band. We'd always listen to all the Radiolab stuff. It just makes all the drives really, really short. And then I didn't listen to it for a couple of years, and now I'm like super back into it. I just find like they're always like so interesting, and it's always about really weird stuff that you're like, I don't care about that, and then they like grab you immediately. So yeah, it's just been that really.
Nice. Radiolab rules, and it's a lot of variety, so you never really get.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love it.
I've been listening to, do you know Hardcore History?
I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to that. That was on Chris's recommendation.
Oh, that one episode is so good. It's like 4 or 5 hours long, I think. The one about oh shit, I can't even remember what it's called now. The guy from Munster. He basically like forms this new religion. It's really bizarre.
Amazing.
I'll
send it to you. It's so worth listening to.
Okay, definitely.
But when they say hardcore, it really is. It is, as Chris said, like 5 hours at a time.
Right.
There was one recently as well where it was talking about the end of the world, and there's a woman who wrote a book about what would happen in those 4 minutes after you press the button, and it was the most harrowing thing I've ever listened to in my life.
My God.
I really, really enjoyed it. Really good. Apart from that, you guys obviously. Also, I've been listening to Tetragrammaton with what's his name? The famous producer. My brain is gone. Rick Rubin. So it's really, really good.
Yeah.
He interviews
Mhm.
loads of different artists and loads of famous people.
Yeah.
No, I just love his voice. His voice is amazing, and it just really chills me out. So I've been listening to loads of that, and also Horror Movie Maniacs, which is two English dudes just dissecting old horror films, but it's like a really chilled listen.
Very cool. That's insane that Rick Rubin named his podcast Tetragrammaton. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's totally his bag, though. I get that.
100%.
For me, podcasts, I've been listening to, there's a podcast called Here Comes the Guillotine,
Ooh.
which is a sort of comedy, like a left-leaning comedy podcast
Okay.
by like 3 Scottish comedians. There's a lot of sort of anti-capitalist humor and it's weirdly a lot of cum chat.
A lot of what?
A lot of, apparently they had complaints because there was too much talk about cum. So
They'll be having complaints about this podcast now.
sorry, I don't know if that's off limits, but it's fine.
No, there's nothing off limits here.
Okay, that's
Fine.
good. It's good despite all the cum.
There is potential for backlash, of course, but nothing's off limits.
Good, cool.
All right. Well, that's a good cut of podcast. All right. And then I feel like maybe we shouldn't even ask this question anymore, but outside of music, do you have any other hobbies or interests?
I want Chris to answer this one because I think you're accordion, but that's
Yeah. This is a relatively new thing I've taken.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is the accordion like a newer thing? Because my dad played accordion and we have a
Oh,
harmonium
yeah.
at my parents' house. So like I'm
Actually, I'm not even joking that I do actually have an accordion.
yeah.
You
But-
don't
but
have
I
to
buy
play
it.
it.
I believed you when you
Yes,
said
sorry.
it.
Okay.
So
that's good.
if this is a lie, it's gonna really break my heart, Chris.
No, I'll play it to you later.
Oh hell yeah! All right, we'll cut that. That's
After-
just for me, guys.
after-
Sorry.
yeah. I've been really busy because like I'm playing a lot of music at the moment, but I have actually just started playing tennis, playing badminton, and going bouldering. So
Oh damn!
I've been doing loads of sport as well now, which is pretty good. But bouldering is awesome, so I'm like well into that.
That's really
Um,
intense too.
So whenever I get a minute, and then yeah, I haven't really got any time for hobbies. I'm still studying coding at the moment, so
Oh sick. Okay.
things are pretty full on.
Oh hell yeah! Are you in a boot
But,
camp or are you doing like? A
Yeah, I
self-teach
did a boot
course?
camp in May for 3 months, and now I'm just teaching myself for a little bit now.
Okay, cool.
But
What
yeah,
language
it's
is
good. I'm doing React at the moment.
Oh, fun.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's going good. But yeah, not a lot of free time.
I don't even
Just
know how
fun.
you find time for the other stuff. Oh
Yeah, it's hard. I haven't been sleeping very much,
my god.
but yeah, it's all good.
What do I do outside of the band? I've been my work is my hobby really. So like I do filmmaking. I've recently been writing a script with a pal of mine who made the music videos for both of our last singles that came out. And we're currently in the process of writing a film. So hopefully that'll come to fruition. Other than that, I do kickboxing, well, Muay Thai.
Nice.
I enjoy that. I've just recently got back into that. And I also went on a skateboard the other day for the first time in I don't know how long.
Oh hell yeah, buddy.
I think I've discussed this with you.
You have, yeah.
I thought it was a really good idea coming up to tour as well, just so I could possibly break a limb before we
Yeah,
go.
definitely.
But,
That's when you get a hand injury.
Yeah, 100% hand injury. The last time I went on a skateboard, I did just come off and crack. I think it was my right arm. But I went on it, and now I'm like this isn't happening again because I'm just coming up to 39, and I think, yeah, you don't heal. So I'm going to stick to kickboxing, which is far less abrasive.
Which is a crazy thing to say, right?
Yeah, it
Getting my
is.
ass beat is definitely safer than getting on a skateboard, and that's a totally true statement. 100%.
My turn.
Yes, if you want to. Or you could just be like everyone else and be like, I only play music. I don't know what hobbies are.
Yeah, I was trying to like answer that, but I do just put a lot of music. I think just trying to like gym and doing the stuff you're meant to do, you know, like running and
Yeah.
all that.
I mean,
When I'm
that's
not music.
it's important to have. I mean, the ultimate instrument is the body, so you know that makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah. I've been trying yoga and stuff more as well.
Yoga's good. I mean, for every Asian rocker out there, yoga is definitely the thing that'll save you and help you
You
stand
showed me some
longer.
really good stretches.
Dude, those hip openers are no joke. I'm telling you.
Yeah, really good. Really, really good.
I think we're gonna have to do some yoga on tour.
Oh,
On
100%.
stage.
I was
Do it
just
on
going to say,
stage
has
like
someone got their
wrestling?
TV on or something?
No, it might be my internet connection. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I could just hear something.
I know. I think it's when someone talks. It's just I don't know what's going on with it because I can't get my camera to work and everything seems to be echoey. So I think it's my fault. So I apologize.
Don't worry, Chris.
Okay. No, it's all good, man. Don't worry. It could be my microphone too. I have like a little janky like USB mic I use because my quality stuff was actually belonged to a job that I just left. So
Uh-huh.
no worries. But you mentioned the music videos, so I wanted to maybe talk a little bit more about like that whole process, like you know, shooting the video, like what it was like kind of scripting out like everything that you plan to have because videos are very like visceral and there's a lot more pop in the colors than I was kind of expecting when you told me about them initially. So I'm really curious about like the process, how like you all felt about like putting it together and everything.
Well, I've always admired a chap called John Bradburn. He's done like videos. He's become a friend, but he did videos for Emma Ruth Rundle. He did one for Deaf Heaven, and he did one for Umbra Vitae recently. But I've always admired his work from afar, and being from Birmingham as well, and working in a similar field, we've seen each other's work, and I'm trying to remember how we ended up going out for a drink with a mutual friend, and we just started chatting. And it's like, did we just become best friends? And he's into all the Russian cinema I'm into. He's into some crazy stuff. But you mentioned the color, and John is known for working in black and white. And what I personally, and I think the band as well, wanted with the step from In the Absence of into Hope and Ruin is for it to progress. And with that meant working in color for us. And also choosing like a particular palette that would go across the whole of the artwork. So for me, it was these blues, greens, and reds. And they really, I don't know, that they're just connected with me. But discussing it with John, he came up with some ideas. And obviously we live far away from each other, and it's not very viable just to fly everyone down to do a video and then fly everyone back. So the first video that we did, which was for our Meridian, that was filmed just myself, John. We had a second camera guy who was with us as well, and we came up with a loose premise. And all the footage that's in that is filmed around where I grew up, a place called the Maypole in Birmingham, which is quite a rundown area, and my school was based in the middle of it. And John, I'd love to speak to John about this because a lot of what happened was happy accidents within the film, as far as my relationship with it. because there's myself, Peter's in it as well. He's through a TV screen. And we thought that would be a good way of representing him, and also the band. We represented the band through live footage, through an old VHS, through an old TV. And in some way, them being behind the glass, it's sometimes how I feel personally, that it's always a little bit far away because we can't all be together all the time. It's not like a band where we practice on a Friday every week. But this video that we shot over, I think it was 3 days, there were the two main characters, one being me and one being this younger lad who the name escapes you, the actor, but he did a fantastic job. And just showing him trying to break free from himself, and myself dressed up in what looks like I'm going to work, and just that showing that drudgery of life, and the track name being Our Meridian. It's a middle point. That's how I see it. It's your middle point of your life, and I'm coming to that point now. I'm nearly 40, and I just think none of this was really discussed. It was just John made it. We had a talk about it before, and he made this incredible video. And then after that, we did the second video, which was for As Above, So Below. And I just said to John, I've got a vision of prisms. And we also wanted to do a performance-based video, but not your average performance-based video. And the idea of the prisms being, there's a line in the song that says you can look back, but please don't stare, because you can, I think it speaks for itself, that line. But those prisms and the different ways you see yourself, and like we did this technique where you use a camera and you film a screen that's projected behind, and it shows hundreds of different versions of yourself behind. And I just thought, what an amazing way to represent the growth of a person and all those different people behind that have been shedded. But I take no credit in any of it. It's all John's amazing work. And to be honest, in the job that I do, which is filmmaking, it was so nice to hand it over to someone that I completely trusted and admired his work. And sorry, I've completely bogarted that question there, but yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it was a really incredible experience, and that whole representation of a band being behind the glass and something you look through on the other side. That's understandable, especially for everyone kind of being in their own respective spots and cities. So no, I mean, it's awesome. Thanks for illuminating us on that a bit. And both videos are out and about in the world, so they're definitely worth taking a peek at. I mean, by the time this comes out, you know, there's going to be a lot more to consume, but definitely start there. So I guess we can kind of segue then into talking about the album a bit more, because I mentioned the color palette for the videos, and I know that it kind of has a tie to the cover a little bit, and I love the color palette you've chosen. I love the album cover a lot. So I did want to kind of like get into the weeds a bit about how it all kind of came together for the album cover, and like the inserts, and like, you know, like what the meaning behind all of that is and how it ties into the album.
Okay. Do you want me to go for this one again, or is that okay?
Yeah, go for it, man.
So, like, obviously, there's 5 of us in the band, so trying to make a decision about anything, it's always quite hard, because everyone has their opinions, and no one is wrong and no one's right. But we found an artist after much deliberation called Betelgeuse, or Beetlejuice. I don't know how you want to say it, but Betelgeuse, and their artwork really spoke to myself, Chris, and Pete, and everyone in the band. And you should follow me on Instagram if anyone gets a chance, Betelgeuse. But artwork is a lot of what's the word for it when it's all cut out?
Collage?
Collage.
Yeah, collage.
It's all collage, and some of his some of their later stuff is it's computer generated and it's messed about with, but the stuff that I fell in love with, it was all just old school collage, and there was a few that we all liked, and then the one that spoke to us all was this one of the hand, and we hadn't got an album title then. We had got the album recorded, and we'd got the songs recorded, and we got the lyrics done, and the names of the songs came up afterwards, which we'll explain. But there was something about that hand and it being there and it reaching down for myself personally, and these bees and like plants growing out of it, and just that idea of life coming out of death, and those two extremes. But we all agreed on this one piece of artwork. The full piece of artwork we will share, because we've only cut the hand out of a bigger piece. But yeah, like within the booklet or the insert of the album as well, there are different cards, I'd call them, because when we originally wrote the record, the working titles for everything were tarot card names. And after discussing it, that has been done to death. There are a lot of bands who have done it, and I personally, I didn't relate as much to those card names as I do the names now. But I think we were all pretty tied to the idea of incorporating the tarot in some way. And what we've created with each song is our own tarot card for each song. Each of them having their own meaning, and that meaning being within the lyrics. So yeah, it's creating a bit of mythos or mythology behind the songs, I suppose. And I'm a big sucker for everything tying in. But yeah, I don't know if I've answered the question.
I mean, you got there. You went in and out a little bit. And, I'm curious how Chris and Pete feel about the album cover and the tarot and like formulating all that together.
Yeah, I think like Tom said, we had maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 or maybe 10 or 20 that we all liked, or that we had like, I think we probably found about 20 that got whittled down to about 3 or 4 where we kind of all agreed that it kind of spoke to each of us. And this one everyone was happy with, which was great. And then Tom like designed the album cover and the layout and everything. So yeah, super cool. Very happy with it. So looking forward to seeing the record.
Yeah, I'm super happy with it too. Can't wait to actually see the records, the physical thing in person. Rock it. It's going to be nice.
That's awesome. Do you feel like so you write the album, right? And then the artwork comes after the fact, but do you feel like you kind of take on a different form of influence in how maybe you like would play things once? Because there's like the feeling of an album as it exists, like while you're writing it, and then there's the feeling that comes with it once it's become like a more physical representation of what the band's trying to do. Do you think that maybe will have like some kind of influence on like how you do things on stage, or like maybe writing stuff going forward?
I think writing stuff going forward for sure. Yeah, like we wanted to kind of step away from the black and white and kind of typical heavy band kind of thing, and like bringing in more screamo stuff and color and things. I think is kind of, and like also changing the name to something that isn't so quite morbid maybe was good, and a like positive step forward, out of that time into like into kind of like a new exciting hybrid of all this stuff. And yeah, I don't know, I mean, I'm really excited about the next lot of writing we're going to do, because already these songs are quite old, I feel. They've been written like, I don't know, a year and a half ago or something, maybe, if that's right. I'm not sure. I've kind of lost track of time. But yeah, so I'm like super excited to see like where we are now when we get back together, because I think we've got a much better idea of kind of like where we are personally and where we want to be as a band as well. So yeah, it's exciting times. I just want to get this one out and then start writing straight away. I'm very impatient.
Right. abstract, hard to grasp. Moments follow moments, now we're living in the past. You can look back, but please don't stare. Moments follow moments, abstract, hard to grasp. Moments follow moments, now we're living in the past. You can look back, but please don't stare.
%.
Yeah, I hear that a lot from people where I'm like, "How do you feel about the album?" They're like, "Well, we wrote it 2 years ago, so we're tired of it." And
Yeah.
I think
It's one of those conundrums, isn't it, that you just can't get your music out in like in the short enough time to then still be excited. Well, not still be excited about it because it's still exciting to play it, obviously. But
right.
you know, I'm always hoping for such a quicker turnaround on music than is kind of feasible, really. I think, unless you were doing everything yourself, but that brings its own problems.
Yeah, the pure DIY angle is like great because things can get turned out quickly, but then
Yeah,
you don't really get like maybe the final product that you really wanted as far as physicals or all that goes.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But like, because we've seen photos of the record now, I think I'd echo what Chris said. Like, until we toured the songs before we recorded the record. I think we went on 2 tours, was it, with these songs?
Yeah, I think so.
Um,
Yeah.
and we'd refine them on those tours because we couldn't meet up all the time to practice. That's how we got tight. We actually went into the studio after doing a week-long tour and went straight in the studio afterwards. A lot of the vocals as well that I was doing on those tours were just sounds. And when we came to actually go into the studio is where everything sort of got solidified. But what you were saying about what it's like to finally see the record, for me, it's like a full stop. And it's a chapter marker now. And we can put that there and we can move forward. And until I see it physically, it doesn't feel real. And having that artwork there now, and it's tangible, and it's like you can actually hold it in your hands. I had one of the test presses, and I was like, that year was worth it, and it felt amazing. And it felt amazing that it's gone from one guy in his room to 5 guys all in a really nice studio in the middle of the countryside, and they've made a record. It's a cool story, and it's awesome artifact.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm sure everyone's going to be really excited to see the final product and everything. It already looks so sick. So can't wait till I get to hold a copy.
Yeah, I want to see how good the vinyl color is in real life because it looks good on the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really, really pretty.
Any teasers as to what kind of slices y'all are getting?
Slices, as
Well,
in
like slices of wax.
slice of the wax. I think Chris is allowed one, and I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm going to buy my own. It's fine.
I think we have to buy them. No, Ingo from Icarus has been really, really lovely, really, really supportive, and
Yeah.
so has Best Life. Jonathan from Best Life. I started chatting to him. This is a good story.
Okay.
You be the judge of that. And I was chatting to him separately from the group, and I was like, yeah, I'm from Birmingham. He's like, oh, I used to go to gigs in Birmingham. And he's like, there was an amazing band there. And I was like, oh, here we go. He's going to name Black Sabbath or something. And he was like, Knives. And it was the band me and Chris used to be in. I was like, that's amazing. And then he named another band that Chris, I think he used to be in, Shooting Victor Francis. Was that right, Chris? You used to be in them?
Me? No, not me.
No,
I didn't have time to be in any other bands.
Too busy coding and climbing up boulders.
Yeah, Chris, you don't have any time to be in bands now.
But it was just really nice that
Exactly.
we were both talking, and I was like, "Oh, you're having a late night?" And he was like, "Yeah, Friday. I'm having a cup of tea and going to bed because we're both about the same age." And I was just like, "It's just nice to relate to him and him to know an old band of ours." I thought it was really cool.
That is really cool. And so you guys have like your labels covered for like distribution. Like that's actually what I wanted to ask next. Like, what does it look like for distribution? Like, are you still looking for labels like stateside, like other parts of the world?
So I had a message from Zagima today saying they'll distro some from Ingo. So there will be this isn't 100%, but from the sound of it, there will be our records over there.
Cool. That's good.
Oh hell yeah. Gotta get it.
I think that's the first time those guys have heard that.
Yeah, that's a very good news.
All right, that's awesome news. That way we don't gotta pay those insane shipping fees.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Make
I know,
Dave
it's
do it.
ridiculous,
Dave
yeah.
can pay for the fees.
It
Thanks, Dave.
is ridiculously expensive to post a vinyl overseas now.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's
I'm
like
sending some
25
stuff.
quid or something, I think it was.
Yeah, even just sending stuff to Canada from here is like I think I paid like $17 to get it
Yeah.
sent, just to get it sent. And then I sent some stuff to Italy because one of our writers is in Italy, and it was like $20 to get it sent there, and then she has to pay $14 to pick it up.
Yeah, it's like all the import charges as well. It's
Yeah,
just,
it's just
yeah.
total
Yeah,
Looney
so
Tunes.
it's getting like really important to have distro in different places now because you used to be able to post it out for relatively cheap here and it not cost everyone a fortune, but now it's getting kind of you're going to pay like more in charges and postage and fees than the actual record, and that's just going to put loads of people off.
Yeah, definitely. So it's good
So
news.
yeah, it is good news. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked about the album. I mean, this is basically supposed to be coming out like the week of the release. Like, how do we feel so far? Like, I know we talked a little bit about like, well, where's the next thing? But, like, do we have shows lined up? Like, what's the album release show going to look like? Anything like in that orbit of stuff?
Okay, so we will be playing on the 2nd of October, and it's our album release show. We're playing with Closed Hands, who are a great band. We're also playing with In Case You Leave. We're really, really excited for that one. Then that is at the Old Blue Last. We've changed venues. Really, really excited, and this is just a strange one. Like and I'll share it with everyone here, I suppose. But that album release show is like when I came on before and we spoke about In the Absence of, that was obviously about the passing of my mum. But it's her birthday on the 2nd of October, and we didn't plan that.
Ah, weird timing, man.
I know, I just thought that was really cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we're doing that show, and then we are going over to Europe on the 3rd to play Euroblast Festival in Cologne, is it?
Yep.
And we're going through Europe. We're doing about 8 dates. We're going into France, Germany. We're playing Harlem Skate Park as well. And
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, that sounds rad. Skate park shows are always sick.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
You're gonna do some skating then?
Yeah, it might be time to get back on a skateboard. I know you just said never again.
It's the second. Is it the second gig in? And I can just see myself
gig,
like ended up in like a neck brace. But we're super psyched for it. Really, really, really like the only thing that's a bit of a drag is Carnes and having to, because now we're not in Europe. Great idea. It's now an absolute pain to get over there. But we're going to do it. And people, if anyone's listening who is in Europe, please come to the shows and buy merch.
Yeah.
All right.
Give us
Awesome.
some petrol money.
Yeah, right. I mean, your merch is really sick. So I think that won't be too hard. I mean, the album cover alone, just put that on a hoodie, I think I would buy 3,
Yeah, we did think about that actually. We still need to talk about it.
Yeah, we need some more bits.
Yeah, I'm sure whatever comes out is gonna be really cool. So, as we're kind of winding down, we'll go. This is the softer stuff, Peter. So no more hardball questions. But do you, so far as like a band, do you have like a favorite show or tour memories that like you look back on fondly, or that you're just like, man, that was so fucking fun, or just like ridiculously funny?
Let me think. I think, well, what was one of my favorite ones? I think we had a show in Bristol, but not the first one, but the second one, was it? Oh no, maybe it wasn't Bristol. When did Laura come and see us? That was in Bristol, right?
I don't know.
When Tim got everyone to sit down, and we were
Oh
like,
yeah, it was like a
Was
Slipknot
that
moment.
was
Yeah.
that Portals?
no, it was in.
No?
I'm sure it
Okay.
was in a place in Bristol somewhere. I mean, he did
No,
it
it
at
was in,
Paul's as
it
well,
was in
didn't he?
London,
But
Chris.
Okay.
oh, was it in London?
Yeah, and he did it at Portals as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
know,
mean, not
but
specifically that moment, but I mean that was quite funny. But like, no, I just meant like that. The show itself was really good because I don't think, I don't know, we just played really well and we had like really good energy. So that was one where it just kind of like everything came together and it felt really good, and we get a good response from the crowd, and you know you all play well and everyone's going crazy. So yeah, it's a nice feeling. But to be honest, like because we don't get to see each other very often, so really just doing anything is a bonus and really nice. You know, like when we met up for the video, it was only for like a day or two, but again, it was just like we hadn't seen each other for like months. So
Yeah.
just getting together is good. So yeah, I'm excited for the tour because it's going to be like the first time we've managed to spend a few days together in a row.
yeah.
So yeah, it should be good fun.
I mean, like one of my fondest memories of tour is going out with Joliet. Like those guys are just such sweethearts, and to get to watch them every night was like phenomenal. I forgot what's the drummer's name, Chris.
That is a good question. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it very well.
Azael. It's Azael.
Oh, that's it.
Azael.
Azael.
Azael. He's one of the best drummers I have ever seen in my entire life, and getting to watch him was just phenomenal. And we played in Lincoln at this place called Aikido Bar, and it was a gaming bar, and it was like half the size of this room. So there's people playing Street Fighter either side, and then you've got Joliet like absolutely tearing it a new one in the middle. And I've got footage of it somewhere. But we did, I think it was about 5 dates with them, and we ended up, I think each show less and less people were there. So we got to Scotland, and we were in the Hug and Pint in Scotland. We got some amazing footage. Tim's wife filmed a load for us of us like practicing there, and like, but there were about 5 people in the room, and I think one was there to see Chris because he thought we might sound like TTNG.
That's a good bait and switch, I feel like.
Yeah.
That's how we get all the people there, and just
You know?
But it didn't matter how many people were in that room because we just all of us had got each other's backs, and like that band are just awesome. The bassist was lovely. And I can't remember his name for the life of me. Their driver, they were just hilarious and just funny, and I just really enjoyed it. Also playing with Frail Body as well, like some of those shows that we played.
yeah, good.
Like getting to meet Turk, like he came and crashed at my house with the rest of Frail Body the other day. I just left them at my dad's and said, "Have the house," because like you just can see people are good people, and like playing with them was awesome. That was an awesome show in London. That was phenomenal. We played with Chalk Hands, Frail Body, and us. That was one of my favorites. Also to this day as well, playing the festival, what's it called?
Arctangent?
Arctangent.
Portals? Strange Forms, yeah.
All those 3, and then we also recently we did our second European show, which was what festival, guys? Come on,
Host in Paris.
Host in Paris, and everyone was so lovely, and like we had such a great reception, and we looked after so well, and we're so grateful to be there. So we've had some amazing moments, like just being in the van. I'm happy. Remind me I said that after a tour.
Yeah. Just send us that little snippet of that sentence, and we're just going to play it forever.
Yeah, we'll just
Just
play
like
that clip.
that.
Just run that clip back every time you guys are in the van. Thomas is like, "This sucks." He's like, "Does it?"
And Pete turning up with the bag of cans.
Yeah.
Which show was that?
Every show.
I think I'm gonna for Europe. I'm gonna be a bit more on it. Gonna be a bit more sensible.
Yeah, for the listeners, Peter has a tendency to do you like is it a plastic bag of cans that you're most into, or is it like
I'm not. It's not. I'm into it. It's just it's an easy way to get
The transport.
alcohol before
Yeah.
show.
Right.
I'll usually have like 2 beers before playing, sometimes
Right.
more.
Okay.
And I personally I quite like to stop doing that. So I'm gonna
I mean, that's,
do
you
that.
know, either or is fine too. I was curious if it was sold as a bag or like if it was like because you know that's
It's
like a thing that I think
Yeah,
some places
yeah.
would do or something. You do like those mix around 6-packs or whatever at the grocery store. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have it too, but
yeah. It's like
So-
the bags
Oh,
of
we should-
wine.
Oh, we should just do that on the merch table, like a literal plastic bag of
the
cans.
bag of cans.
yeah.
Yeah.
mystery bag of cans.
If we ever get approached by like a beer company to like do one of our special ales or something, then that can be it. It can just be
Yeah.
like a bag of cans.
Just a bag
It's
of
actually a
Vaseline.
pretty good title for a beer as well.
Yeah. That actually would be like a variety pack company that just does like
Yeah.
variety packs of beers. Is just called a
I'm
bag
gonna
of
have to
cans.
write to Unbarred over here and ask them if they'll do a signature beer for us.
There you go. All right. So, I mean, I'm sure there's like, you know, you guys got many more shows and stuff to come, but is there a band that you haven't like shared the stage with that you like each of you could have different answer or same answer?
La
that you
Dispute.
Yeah,
Haven't gotten
La
to play with-
Dispute.
Y'all want to play with
And,
La Dispute?
I want to play with La Dispute. I want to play with State Faults as well.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who are like, yeah,
The new
they're,
record's incredible.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
So
it is
good.
awesome. Well, I prefer the one before it, to be honest.
Was that Clairvoyant?
Yeah, that one
Mm.
is like that has everything I want from a record.
Mm.
Yeah, so for me, they're not going to beat that one, but that's just my personal favorite. But yeah, I'd love to play with them because they seem really nice guys as well.
Oh yeah. They're
We've been flirting with them on Instagram.
Yeah, it's
I think-
not leading anywhere.
I think everyone's been. I think it's just because the market's saturated. Everyone's in their DMs right now that they're back. You know, because they've been
Yeah.
gone for that little while.
We were
They're
there
like,
first.
yeah,
We were-
yeah. Get out of the way,
Exactly.
guys.
We were flirting before they were even a band.
Exactly.
Actually, that just reminded me. Yeah, I want to play with agriculture as well,
Ooh,
but not that
shit.
we'd be very suitable. But like, I just want to see them play.
Bring back a mixed bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would be
Let's,
well good.
start bugging the Flenser.
Yeah, we just
They're
got to-
weirdos. They'll do it.
Yeah, sweet.
We like weirdos.
Yeah. Weirdos make the scene, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What about you, Pete? Is there any like special requests? Could be any band too. You know.
I'd love to play with Yearning if that's ever possible.
That's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. That's not gonna happen.
No,
I
It's
just-
ruled out.
I'm sorry.
Crushed your dreams.
I know. I'm
Oh.
sorry. I just because I've asked that same question to those
Yeah.
people, and they're like,
oh, what's
Oh,
happened?
no.
with Yearning? 'Cause I love that.
they've turned into Heavenly Blue.
Okay, right, cool.
So they really love doing that, and
Mhm.
I think one of the guys that was like the guitarist in Yearning will come and like play riffs for them, and then they'll be like, "Do you want to go on tour?" And he'll be like, "I don't want to do that."
Also,
Fair enough.
blind girls as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blind girls in Australia, that would be sick.
That would be fantastic. Bondi Beach,
Yeah,
right in the middle there.
yeah. Play on the
Heavenly
beach.
Blue of the Ace.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people want to go to Europe, so
Well, I was messaging someone from Heavenly. Yeah, we were messaging after I met them at the Orchid Show. And who else? There was someone else I wanted to say. Page 99. I'd love to play with Page 99, Satia, or Jerome's Dream. Any of those would be fantastic.
yeah.
It's just a small list of
Just
I think
small list of legends.
I'll send it you, and you can put it on the site. So
Just solicit for the band.
We should just start a festival, really, if we want to do that, and just invite
We
everyone.
we have been thinking it would be good to do a UK festival.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's everyone loves a festival right now.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. You
Like,
have to be in Birmingham though, because it's in the centre, and then I don't have to go too far.
I see how this works.
I'd love to see there was a UK band called Maths.
Maths
Screamo
is
band
so
who were
good.
amazing, and I'd love to see them play again at some point. I saw them in this tiny pub in Dundee
Oh man,
when
I'm
I was
jealous.
like I probably sneaked in, so I was probably like 16 or 17 at the time, and that show was just incredible. That was like a life-changing moment. So if I could ever see Maths play again, that would be unreal.
Holy shit, that's super awesome. Also, I'm sorry for immediately dashing your hopes about Yearning. That was very rude of me. I also would like Yearning to get back together. So.
I really
John,
like
I know
that.
you're listening. Just like think about it, man. All right, just please, for me and for Peter's sake, or go to Europe.
Come to Europe.
If you guys
Wow.
do the festival, I would say
Absolutely.
pitch it to them. See if it happens. You never know. I mean, some people just want to go to Europe. So
Yeah.
okay, I guess similarly then. This is kind of in the ballpark, but I'll ask it separately. If you could see a band who hasn't reunited yet reunite and play a show, who would it be and why?
Ooh, for me, it's impossible, but it would be 10 grand.
Yeah.
But it's never gonna.
Yeah,
Obviously,
fuck.
it's never gonna happen.
Well,
but like,
yeah.
if it was physically possible for that to happen, then it would probably be that band.
I think
Yes,
would you
that-
accept something where it's kind of like what the On the Might of Princes are doing, where they kind of have like a guest vocalist, like they're like this is like On the Might of Princes and like our friend who
Don't
I
know.
know.
No,
Yeah, because
I
no
don't
one can
think I would
sound like
actually-
Matt Davis, really.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
like-
think I will, because I've done that. I went to see Smashing Pumpkins when it was everybody apart from so it was all the original guys apart from Darcy, and
Mm.
it just wasn't the same. And the same with Owls, it was everybody apart from the drummer, and I was just like,
Mm.
it's they're playing the music, but it's like it's not the band,
Yeah.
Mm.
you know. And so for me, it's got to be. I'm a bit of a purist with that. It's just got to be the exact guys.
No, I get it.
And this is going to be another one that this is going to hit home. Shellac.
Mm.
Man, like I would absolutely do anything to see that band one more time. And what an absolute wounder.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, and the new album that's come out as well is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. One of my all-time favorites are back together though, the Jesus Lizard, and they've got a new album. And I'm going to go and see those very soon, so I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Shellac would be amazing to watch again. I saw them many times, but yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to see them more time.
Right.
And for me,
Yeah.
I'd probably say personally, Yearning, yeah, or Maths. Also, like probably Hella or Dilute.
Oh, man.
Those two bands were really impactful for me, or just yeah. So if Hella can get back together, that'd be great. Thank you. And Dilute, if Dilute are kicking around, or if they're still
Yeah.
they're thinking about it, I'd love that too. So
Yeah. I think maybe we'll send this to them when it comes out, like one of the members, and just be like, hey, people want we'll figure out a way to finagle it, make it like real cheesy romantic, like, oh, people want you guys back.
yeah,
Yeah.
If I can find out how to get this to Zach Hill, that's actually maybe we shouldn't do that. He doesn't even know about all the other stuff. I've also begged for a Hella reunion, like a degenerate for the last like decade or two. So
amazing.
I only want to see that one song played live. What's the first one off? Is it Hold Your Horses? Is that the album? I just want to see that.
yeah, that's like they just did a repress of that too. Sold out immediately, by the way. I could not get a copy to
Yeah.
save my life, which sucks, but that's the way it goes.
Um,
Dude,
well,
have you seen a video of them playing live? Like just seeing that yeah, dude, just seeing them live would be insane. I mean,
Then
I'm
they-
sure it would be a tempered version of that now, but like Shit.
Do you remember that DVD where I think they're in Japan and oh my God, that's what got me into Hella. I remember that coming out and I was just like, what is wrong with him? Like, how is he doing this?
Yeah, I don't. Insane.
Yeah,
I
so
always-
so good.
My favorite stuff about Hella was I know I love how this just turned into us talking about Hella, but they deserve their airtime. So
Yeah,
there's always I had friends who would just like make up the most insane stories about Hella, and I never knew if they were true or not. And I still said one or two of them I'm not really sure if they're like fake because they sound real. Like the one of Zach Hill playing drums so hard he accidentally smashed his testicle and then finished the set and then went to the hospital afterwards. That sounds, I don't know if that's real or not.
Plausible.
That sounds like very plausible because I feel like
Yeah.
that's happened.
Yeah, totally.
So
That does sound plausible.
I don't know. They would just add to the lore. I'm just gonna say it's true.
I think it's true. It's a
I
fact.
think I think when you play drums like that,
Yeah.
it's gonna be cool.
You're gonna smash a testicle at some point.
Yeah, wear a cup
Exactly.
or not. Live dangerously. I don't know.
Chris, take note.
Yeah, on it. I'm pretty sure that's his secret, actually.
Just that's how he gets through a set is just making omelets out of his sack.
Yeah, yeah. You know it.
That's brutal.
It's tapped in one of the songs somewhere.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear the yelp a little bit. Like
Yeah. I wonder what Damon Che's done then. I bet he's really horrifically hurt himself. The guy
Ah,
from Donkey
oh.
Kong.
Yeah, that guy's mentally scarred for life, isn't he?
That's why he's got his snare so low.
just no, just we're avoiding all chances. I'd rather hit my kneecap.
Yeah.
And every jazz drummer ever. It's all making sense now.
Yeah, it's all coming together. So if you could have I guess vocal feature spot on one future track, who would it be and why?
Oh, get someone on one of our tracks.
Yeah, get someone. We used to ask where like who would you want to do, but not everyone is like
Yeah.
not everyone
Mhm.
wants to be a vocalist or whatever. So who would you get like if you're like we're writing a new song, this person would be awesome.
And has the band got to be? Is this got to be? Or can I go anywhere?
Whoever.
You can go
I'm going to
anywhere.
use my classic example of if you want Bjork, you can get Bjork. If you want, I don't know, Mel from Heavenly Blue, you get Mel from Heavenly Blue. Like whoever you want.
Ooh. I've got so many going through my head now. I'm like, Cat Power would be amazing.
That's an interesting one. Okay.
Does it
That'd be
have to
cool.
suit the music?
No, absolutely not. I said Bjork.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I could totally see.
I
her
can
doing
imagine
it.
that.
I mean, she runs the gamut, is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
she can go outside, inside.
I think my two would be I'd take Yonsei from Sigur Rós, and I would take the woman who is in Oathbreaker,
Yeah, that would be. So
and I'd have them
good.
both on the same song.
Oh, you're
singing
sick.
together.
You're sick.
It
Ah,
would be wild.
demon, Chris.
Are we playing on any of this?
No, it's just those
Forget
two.
the band. I just want
Yeah.
this track now.
Yeah. Let's hook them up. Let's send an email. Let's get this together.
They have to
Yeah.
perform under our name, though.
That would be
That's a way
awesome.
of getting the band to go stratospheric. That's
Yeah. A Halloween
think-
set.
I think for me, like it would be a female vocalist and it would be singing. Who it would be though, I don't know.
I know
mean,
y'all
we
love
have-
Adele over there.
Oh, Adele. Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's
love
why
Adele.
that's why she's retiring from her solo career, because she's actually joining our band on the third album.
Oh man, you heard it here first, guys. Exclusive.
Yeah. Feel free to reach out to Adele for comment on that.
Yeah, make sure to DM the band directly. I'll post this interview on all the Adele fan sites and stuff. You guys can feel those.
If we were going to go more our vein of music, I'd love to have Billy from Say to do something Hot Cross. That would be fantastic.
That would be very sick.
Maybe Eugene from Oxbow, or I'm just trying to think. Eugene from Oxbow is such a force. Like, well, his new band Bunnell. Yeah, Yeah, I don't. All of one of the. Who else is there? Go on, Chris.
Um, who else would I have? I mean, the guy from La Dispute, but that's a bit obvious.
Yeah, I'd be out the job.
Jordan, I think, right?
Jordan, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, for me, like I would love to do a track with the woman from Oathbreaker. She's got such a good vibe, such a
Yeah.
cool vibe, like on the videos that I've seen.
Yeah. No, I
I
mean,
think
put that in for a band I'd love to see get back together. Like,
Yeah.
God, Rhea is such an incredible album still. Like, love
Yeah.
I've
Oathbreaker.
recently got into Oathbreaker.
Oh man,
Yeah, and I've been listening to them in the car, and it's just fantastic.
watch their
Mm.
audio tree, dude. Like,
Okay.
unreal. Like, just it's ephemeral. Like,
Yeah,
haunting.
they're all
Just-
such good players. It's crazy.
yeah, like watching them move as a unit is just like unreal. Like, obviously recorded they're great, but like watching them perform, like crazy. Like, still one of my
Yeah.
favorite audio trees of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
That and maybe the Birds and Row one,
The Birds and Row one's great.
but Pete, what about you? I mean, you do backing vocals. Who would you like? Like, imagine someone right next to you, and they're doing it with you, like on stage. Like, who do you think would be like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Like, I want them right there. Could be as big or small.
I mean, that's how I feel when Tom does the vocals. So
Aww,
Oh,
Pete. What a beautiful answer.
that's the right answer.
I did like it. Like a lot of the time when we were doing vocals for this on the first album and the second album, it was nice to just have like Tom there and like coaching me on, just being like, "Come on, you can do it." Because before this, I didn't scream in bands.
Okay. Well, your voice sounds really great on record.
Yeah,
And like
it's
from what
fantastic.
I've heard live, it sounds good too. I think as you develop it more, I think it'll come out even better. Because I know Tom's like we've talked about this, like where you're trying to go for like higher registers a little bit now, like you're reaching a little bit beyond your current
Yeah.
like range, and it sounds so good. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's thanks to Tom because he's taught me the way.
yeah,
Well, no, like it actually, I used to blow my voice out all the time, like
as is
every-
tradition.
as is
Yeah.
tradition. Until, and we're not talking like the Slipknot for ice cream, but we started doing vocal warm-ups. And like honestly, it's been life-changing. And like Pete is the one who has all of the exercises written down on his phone. And it's fantastic. And it's like we have to do an impression of a cat. That's quite fun. Which is yeah. In fact, when we played Post in Paris, like I think one of the organizers walked through the door as we were doing it and just like was in stitches. But yeah, Pete, you've saved me by making me do those exercises. But yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna go say the same thing. I love singing with Pete, and it's so good, and we just vibe off each other. It's great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm sure live it feels very organic and like a whole new kind of energy too.
100%, man.
Which, if you're listening, you can catch As Living Arrows live October 2nd at what was it? The Blue
Old Blue Last in
Old
London.
Blue Last. Old Blue Last in London. Sorry, I know that was like a radio spot, but
That's great.
all right. Now we're getting to the really good stuff. I don't know if they told you about this part, Pete, but this is on the pod. These are some of our favorite questions. So, without incriminating yourself, what is the most illegal or dangerous thing that you have ever done in your life that you're willing to admit on a recorded and very public podcast?
Pete?
Don't make me go first. Um, I'll have to have a think about that one. I'll have to speak to my
Totally
lawyer.
Okay.
Who's your lawyer?
It's Chris.
I'll just text them quickly.
I say just go for it. It's fine.
The most illegal thing you've done?
Yeah, that you're willing to admit. We're not trying to pressure you into incriminating yourself, but anything you're willing to admit. Like we've had people say, like stuff that was like accidents, or even just crazy. Still, I know I bring this up every now and again, but my favorite answer is probably Mel's answer from the Heavenly Blue episode, where she just did something just inherently dangerous a lot, and we were all like, "Please don't do that anymore." And so
You
it's
what?
like,
Sorry.
what?
Oh, sorry, you cut out then. I missed it.
Oh, sorry. But basically, just like any, even if it was dangerous, it doesn't have to be illegal. Like if you don't feel comfortable with that, something like walking the
I
wrong way on the highway, something like that.
I used to get drunk and climb things.
Oh shit, yeah, that's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, like I don't do it anymore because
No, right, yeah.
I learned. I didn't learn by falling. I just learned by
Okay,
thinking that's not a good thing to do.
right.
But
What do you
there's a
think is the
few-
highest thing you climbed?
I don't know. There's this like pedestrian bridge that I climbed.
Oh
and
shit.
Yeah, and I think the morning after I walked like past it, like underneath it where I was climbing, I was like, oh, that was nuts. So yeah.
All right, yeah, that's good. That's a good lesson learned, I'd say.
Yeah, so that's all I'm willing to say.
Okay, totally fair. That's also very scary, so I'm glad you don't do that anymore. Very, very fun. Like, definitely
Fun in
sounds
the
fun.
time, yeah.
Yeah, of
But
course.
just-
Like when you're like, ah, and then like the next day you're like, I did what?
Yeah, just
No
way.
not cool now. Like I would have felt for like my friends that were with me if anything happened. So just
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
no,
Don't.
totally.
Mind you, Tom was climbing on the amps at Portals Fest when we
Okay.
played
Is that?
in London.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That's wild.
That was quite fun because I think it was like one of our last songs that we play. They have the kind of big breakdown riff, and everyone just kind of wanders off and goes wild. And usually there's a bit of sort of jumping in the crowd, that sort of thing. And I turn around and Tom's up like on top of like 3 amps, going wild.
Nice. Channeling your inner Chris Crude.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to think. You know what? You've got me racking my brain. Like everything. Like I'm just like, yeah, I can't mention that. I can't mention that. I used to do graffiti when I was younger.
Ooh.
And I used to go and spray paint walls. That was quite illegal. What else? I used to work for. Oh, I shouldn't say this. I used to work for a shoe shop, and they basically stiffed us over. And I think it was around Christmas, and we basically opened up the back and we took a lot of shoes.
I'd say that's fair.
That was fair. Yeah, probably. I'm going to leave it at that. Chris?
Mine is probably getting arrested in Hong Kong for playing music.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the
So,
photo though is possibly the best thing in the entire world.
I don't know. I've never seen this photo.
So Chris looks a lot like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Oh, sick.
It- Photo. It's
Hey.
amazing.
Good for you, buddy.
Thanks.
Um,
I had to work out a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
but you've killed it on this, Chris. This is the best
Oh.
one.
Well, I feel like it's a really lame reason just for playing a show. But yeah,
Nothing
it
more
was-
punk rock than getting arrested for just playing music, man.
Exactly. It was very
You've got to tell the
traumatic,
story
to be
though, Chris.
honest.
Yeah, I kind of need to hear. We need a little
Oh,
bit more
I'll
context.
let you Google it. But yeah,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Googleable.
it's definitely Googleable. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Then we'll
There was
we'll
a
put
lot of-
link. We'll put a link for everyone when we
Yeah,
post it.
I had to do like a press conference thing.
Oh,
like you see
wow.
when people come out of court and there's like all the photographers, and then the person has to say something. That was me, and it was not enjoyable.
Yeah. Like in Hong Kong, you had to do that?
Yeah, in Hong Kong. Yeah.
God, they really don't have a lot going on over there, huh?
No,
Like, what the hell?
not
Like,
anymore.
and now the drummer with his press conference. Are you sorry for playing? Are you sorry for playing music? I am now.
I won't be coming back here to do it again.
Yeah, seriously, damn.
Chris, I remember you telling me when they came and arrested you, like, and were you playing at the time? But you said there were dogs. Is that
We
right?
just finished. Okay, so we just finished playing this show. It was the last one of the tour, and yeah, the show had gone really well. There were loads of people there. Like the first time we've ever played in Hong Kong, and like me and my brother wanted to get off stage and go play Goat Simulator because they had Goat Simulator arcade, and we were heading there. Like we just walked off stage. We were going straight there just to play it for the rest of the night. And these two guys came up to us and were like, "Oh, we need." They were like 17-year-old kids, like totally dressed like everyone else who was there, like typical like math rock scene people,
Right.
and just said they wanted to see our passports. And we're like,
What?
"Yeah, okay, good one." I mean, I know like math rock fans are pretty weird, but so I was just
Yeah,
like, "Okay,
right.
cool." It's just two weird guys. And then they were like, "No, we really need to see your passport." And then, like, about 10 seconds later, like, all these riot police burst in with dogs and everything. And it apparently was like there was a few things. They were trying to get the promoter because he'd been putting on shows at this illegal venue that we played, and like there was loads of stuff about visas and like work permits and all this stuff. So
Holy shit.
it was yeah, and that went on for a year. That was a very traumatic year of my life.
Good God.
Yeah, it was pretty full on. I mean, it's funny now, but at the time I was
Right.
like,
Yeah, that's
they were telling us that we would probably get put in prison in China for 3 months. So
they
not
don't
too
like
happy
math
about
rock
that.
in Chinese prisons too, is what I've heard.
I mean, I thought that was the only way you could survive there personally, but
26 is not dancier than
Damn, well, yeah, that's so gnarly. God. And that's just a lesson to everyone. As bad as you think your scene may have it, you don't have the local government trying to arrest everyone involved bad.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Or maybe
it's
you
bad.
do, depending on where you are. I don't know. Maybe you're in Hong Kong listening to this, and if so, stay strong. We are with you.
Exactly. Yeah,
All right.
cracking down on all the arts over there, but it's bad.
Yeah. It's a shame. Hopefully it's changed quite a bit since then. But I think I have seen more shows and stuff, but I'm sure that there's all kinds of like permitting and stuff. That's the comment.
Yeah.
And like
I'm
a lot
not
of
sure.
ring kissing for local government. Anyway, that's a different
I'm
podcast.
sure. Yeah.
Now on to our favorite question. We should give Pete a minute to think about this one because this is like one you really got to gestate on. But I'm sure you guys have your answers already. So, assuming you're not a pacifist, if you could punch anyone in the face as hard as you possibly could, and there are no repercussions whatsoever for doing so, who would it be and why?
Ooh. Should we all just say each other?
We've gotten those before for sure.
We backed out of this one last time.
Yeah,
Did we? Did we not say it? Oh, then we should answer it this time.
I think
Yeah,
that
we've
last
got-
time
we've
you
got
were
it.
kind of like a little wary of it, which is totally fine
Yeah.
because it's a gnarly
Yeah.
question.
I don't know. I don't think I hate anyone enough to punch them. As sad as that is.
As sad as that is, that's amazing.
I hate them that much that
I won't even bother
wouldn't punch them.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch them.
Yeah,
That's a good answer.
that's a good answer.
Nazis. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I think that,
Crazy how we're
All
doing
of
that
them.
again, huh? Crazy how that's like a thing that's happened again.
yeah.
God.
I think punching a Nazi in the face,
Yeah.
their face, is okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say. I don't know. That feels just morally correct. So I don't know if that's a real answer, but I'll give it to you.
Okay.
It's
thank
always
you.
morally correct to break a Nazi's jaw, in my opinion. And I will come out on record and say that. That video, I still watch that video of Richard Spencer getting it in the face sometimes. It's pretty sick.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like, it comes up randomly, like when I'm looking up GIFs sometimes, and I'm like, awesome. But yeah, and P, it could be anyone, you know. Or if you really don't feel comfortable answering the question, that's fine too.
I'm just looking at Pete's face and he's got something. I can see it.
But does he want to say it? That's the real question.
I don't know. Sorry.
all
I thought I did, but nah.
No, go on. Come on.
Nah, I don't have anyone. Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh,
I couldn't do it. I don't think I have it in me, really. To like
Yeah.
actually punch
But like,
someone.
if you weren't gonna get in trouble at all, it doesn't have to be like a hard punch. Like,
Okay, right. I know someone, like, well, I don't know them personally, but I remember like walking home from school one day and this dude just hit me, like just
whoa, just like struck
jumped
you?
me. Yeah, I was like a kid walking
the
home from
fuck?
school, like teenager, and this like man just came over and just decided to try and beat the shit out of me, and he
What the
he
fuck?
hit me really hard. So if
What
there's
the
one
hell?
person, I would probably punch that guy.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm changing my answer. I'm punching him too.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
We're all
we should.
gonna knock him out.
I'll add an answer. Let's all just jump this dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that was probably the precursor to my emo phase, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
There's always a crossroads, and that
Right.
sounds like that was the one.
that was the moment where, yeah, I was feeling things.
Yeah. Well, damn. I'm
I mean,
sorry
that's
that
the only
happened to you.
person I think I would punished. So
That's a pretty
I'm
good
gonna-
answer, though. I think that's a very valid answer.
And Nazis.
And Nats, of course.
Maybe that guy was a Nazi.
It could actually. You never know.
Sounds like
Mhm.
It sounds like him.
So we always like to ask, I don't believe in it personally, and I think people believe in it less and less as time goes on, but is there any music that you listen to that could be considered like a guilty pleasure, or like that you know is shameful or cringy? You don't have to feel ashamed about it, but you're like, people would probably dog on me for this.
Me, I'd say "Toxic" by Britney Spears, but I think
That
it's
is
also
an absolute-
morally right to listen to that song.
I believe so as well. I don't think actually there's anything shameful or cringy about that.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I can see how other people may think that. Some of the more ignorant types.
And they're the people that would be getting punched.
Yes, the troglodytes.
Anyone that doesn't like Toxic.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna I'm not a Swiftie, and I
But
think I
it's-
might have said this on the last pod,
Right.
but she does a song called Love Story. And I think I said it on the last pod. And anyone listen to that for that key change. It is the best thing ever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a sucker for a cheesy love song, and she does that really well.
Yeah.
I want her to go
and
back to
Maiden as
that.
well.
Yeah.
I still listen to all the Iron Maiden records, and I don't know. I don't care if anyone rips me apart for that. Like, the artwork's amazing. Bruce
People
Dickinson.
Do people hate Iron Maiden?
I don't know how.
I mean, no offense. I thought people just got bored of Iron Maiden. I didn't know that people like actively hated them.
I don't know if they do that, if they actively hate them. I don't admit it very often, but I do love Iron Maiden. I just like, from playing Dungeons and Dragons as a kid, just the artwork and everything. I love a bit of cheesy metal. Also,
Right.
Merciful Fate. Absolutely love Merciful Fate. There's loads of like old metal bands that I love that people would probably throw shade at.
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Pete? Again, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but
I love a band. I don't know, for a long time I haven't really been listening to much music. It hasn't really like been hitting the spot. Like just recently, and then I went back and listened to Magma, like the kind of prog band from the 70s that like sing in their own made up language.
okay.
It's like this insane kind of prog rock opera thing. I feel like it sometimes like depicts how I'm feeling, which is just very chaotic and kind of hard to describe.
Right.
That's probably my guilty pleasure. And I also like, kind of like Tom said, I quite like sort of cheesy metal stuff as well. So
I thought you were going to say Taylor Swift. I was like, I think we can only have so many Swifties on. I know you
I'm
said not to call you one.
I'm sorry. But yeah, that's, I don't know, Magma, and then
Magma. Okay.
probably even more of a guilty pleasure is like Dragon Force, because
Oh, no.
People don't
Yeah,
like
no.
Dragon Force anymore? I
No,
thought we all grew up
no.
on Guitar Hero. I thought that was like the jam.
I've never touched Guitar Hero.
Well, that's your problem then.
Yeah.
that's it. That's why you don't like them. But
Yeah, you don't-
I've got to-
When you had to like chase that dragon like with a controller, you know what I mean?
through the
You're
fire.
on
yeah,
easy
fine.
mode.
Yeah. But it was like, I guess I'm trying to think why I liked them, but it was like kind of, they were like happy blast beats, you know?
Yeah.
Screamo was like sad blast beats. They're like the
That's true.
opposite.
Yeah, agreed. I do think that I like the idea of like party scrams. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like bands that have like really like the lyrics maybe are like kind of morose or depressing, but just the riffs are so huge. Like, I don't know, there's a band from Milwaukee called Cougar Den. I don't know if you ever
Mhm.
listened to them, but I
No.
recommend their album Keep On Drifter is just like really dystopic and bleak. It's about like environmentalism and all this stuff, but they just have these like huge fucking breakdowns that are just like really epic. And I'm like, this is like, this album was made to crowd surf too. Like,
Yeah.
it's incredible. Like, That
Talking
I want.
about that, the Hers Collective.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh
man.
my God. What
Yeah.
band?
Shit.
Yeah, you
Insane.
just saying that, I just remember watching them and just thinking, this is the future.
Dude, them opening for Orchid was like that was just chills. And then more
Yeah,
chills after. Like that was crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. I hope
Proper
that
enlightening.
yeah, Pete, I hope you and I don't know if you've seen him or not, Chris, but like I hope you guys get the chance to see them because that's like one of our best living bands right now. Like that's one of the
Oh,
bands that
okay,
you
cool.
like need to see live.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll
Like
do our
God,
best.
it's not good enough. I need you to work hard.
Your best is not good enough.
Yeah. What
I
are you
need you to
really what are
break
you
a
really
testicle.
doing to make this a material reality that you go see a band that I'm telling you to go see?
Yeah.
Here's a good one. What is your most unpopular music take? No, we will not cut this.
Most unpopular music take.
Yeah, what's the thing that like you say it in a crowd of people that you would even maybe consider friends and you're getting tomatoes thrown at you?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Doesn't
think
have to
I've
be
already-
like aggressive, but like you know, one that you're like, this'll get me probably in some trouble.
I mean, I think I said mine when I mentioned Dragon Force. I think Tom was ready with the
Yeah,
tomato.
Tom reacted very
Got you
quickly to
P45 there. Popular music take. I think Henry Rollins is the best Black Flag singer.
Ooh, okay, yeah, there's some
Yeah.
controversy there. I've heard that argument before,
Yeah.
but
And I've got the bars. But I don't know. I think he's awesome.
I would say he's a better
And I
front
actually
man.
like his spoken word.
Yeah, his spoken word's good.
Was that sorry?
I think he's a better
I
front
enjoy
man,
spoken word. He's definitely a better frontman.
for sure.
Yeah. Who are you going to go for, Keith?
No, I hate Keith Morris. That dude
Yeah.
sucks. I've unfortunately been in proximity to him over the years living around here. Every time
Yeah.
it's just made me hate his era of everything more and more. So
Really?
yeah, he's awful. He's an awful man. I would say Ian. God, I hope Keith Morris doesn't listen to the Screamo podcast. 'Cause I would hate to
You
get
know-
bullied by
you know
I would
he
hate to
is
get
going to.
bullied by Keith Morris.
Do you know what would be a better take? That Mike Vallely is the best, best Black Flag singer.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh God.
Oh my God.
I wish I could have
Oh.
that wiped from my memory.
I guess skateboarding does not constitute good vocalist in Black Flag.
No, it does not. Yeah.
No.
Hey, Mike, don't beat us up if you hear this. Get your anger under control, brother.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
100%.
sorry. Okay, so yeah. So do you guys have anything also you'd like to add before we keep dogging on Black Flags?
No, I'm happy with the way this conversation's going.
Oh man. Pete, you don't have a hot take for us? It's okay if you don't. Like I know that
Yeah,
sometimes.
no hot takes from me.
All right, that's fair. I guess the Dragon Force one could be considered a hot take. I thought people loved Dragon Force though. This is kind of a shock to me a little bit. I gotta go take the temperature of the internet. See what's going on out there. The kids hate Dragon Force, but it's like it's so fun.
I mean, yeah, party scrams, that's the way to go, I think.
Party screams for sure. Okay, so this one's like a more broader one conceptually. You can keep it really simple, or you can get as deep with it as you want. But if you could give the whole world a gift, like you give everyone a gift for free, like you're able to conjure it, make it happen for them. Could be something ideological, could be like a physical thing, could be an amenity, like whatever. We've gotten all kinds of answers. What would the gift be and why?
Ooh, all right. For me, I would give everyone the gift to be able to communicate and understand animals. I think would be cool.
That
I
would
think
be
the world
pretty-
might be a nicer place.
Yeah, or a total nightmare.
Yeah, but either way, you're not going to lose, are you?
No, I
It's gonna
mean,
be
getting to
wild.
talk to my cat would be pretty sick or very
Exactly,
depressing, depending on how much she actually likes me or not.
Oh, she'll never tell you that.
Yeah, that's true. She's like, you feed me. I don't think that we need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too deep with it. I was going to go deep, but now you said animals, Chris. Like,
You gave a deep answer. I think you and Chris kind of gave like a good like answer on the last one. So if you wanted to,
Yeah,
I want to go.
the-
I can't remember what I said last time.
I think it was empathy, like something in those realms. Like,
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And I was thinking, I don't want to repeat myself. Go on, Pete. We'll let you go for this one. What are you thinking?
Honestly, it's kind of a lame answer, but I think everyone should have access to like free healthcare and education.
that's a really fucking good one.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah. Also, craziest thing, we could do that, but we don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Isn't
no,
it?
that's a great answer, Pete.
and they could fly while they were doing it.
Oh man, that is a good one. You know
I
what?
don't like the idea of invisibility because if I have anyone out that side that window, do you know what I mean? Like some weirdo pervs.
I was
No.
about to say, like, invisibility as a superpower has now just like become such a red flag for me because I'm like, what are you doing with that? Like, where are you? Like, I need to know that it's exclusively for breaking into like government black sites and doing some crazy shit. Like, that's all I need it for. Like, I don't know, man. Too many weirdos.
Yeah, no.
Just to check people's passports.
What did you say?
Just to check people's passports.
Pete, do you play video games at all? I mean, I know you guys don't really have a lot of time most of the time. There's a game on Steam called Papers, Please, where you're basically like a passport agent. It's like one of those inspect games where you like stamp people's
He's
passports.
interested.
It's pretty. It sounds really lame and simplistic, but
It sounds good. It sounds up there with
it's
the Goats
hilarious. It's very hilarious, and it's actually like a pretty fun game. So I would just recommend that. It's on PC. I think it might be on console, but I'm not sure.
Awesome.
Okay, so moving on as we're winding down. I know the album's going to be coming out. You know, huge congrats again. Every album is a massive accomplishment and undertaking, so I know that it's going to feel good to get it out. But looking forward, you know, like what's the next like kind of big goal or accomplishment that you'd like to reach as a band? Like big venue you want to play, festival you're dreaming of playing, like some type of goal or milestone you guys have set for yourselves.
The US for me.
The US wants
Yeah,
it.
yeah. We wanted. I'd love to come over. I'd also love to play New Friends Fest. Those are two things I'd love to do where the money allows it. It's
Yeah.
one of those things at the moment.
Of course.
Other accomplishments is to carry on writing and see more of each other and create more art. And just have more stuff in the world and do it for the right reasons. Yeah. What about you guys?
I would say I want to, write the third album and then go do Audio Tree.
Oh yeah. You guys would kill it on Audio Tree. I just got a feeling.
Yeah, it's such a fun experience. I'm just like, we need to make sure that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's just taking our music as far and wide as possible. It's because like from the first record to now, like it's took us on such a wild ride anyway, considering that I personally wasn't going to play music again and then getting into it and have going on these tours and playing these festivals, like every I'm just really grateful for it. Like we've done far more than I ever imagined we'd do. And if we can just keep going on, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing for me. It's like the sort of big milestones like feel amazing, and I think I'm the same. I'd love to play North America, you know, States, Canada, and if we can ever play Audio Tree, that would be insane. But also just to enjoy every step of the way as well. You know, every small show, every practice, every writing session, that's all important. We do this because we love it, you know, and just enjoy those moments together as well.
Yeah, that's a wonderful answer, Pete. And I really hope that, you know, logistically when it makes sense, and like I feel like there'll be a right time for it, and you guys will get your chance to come over, and hopefully everything syncs up and I'd be excited to meet you in person. I mean, I've met Thomas, so sick of him. It'd be nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They are.
Well, we'll see because there's some stuff happening. I don't know how deep into the screamo scene y'all guys really are, but there's some murmurs and stuff that we can talk about off mic that are going to be happening next year that I think are really exciting and definitely not worth missing. So we'll get into that
Ah,
later, though.
interesting.
I mean, I don't know if it's anything Thomas maybe hasn't shared already, but so as we're closing out, are there any last minute shout outs, plugs, thank yous, anything like that you want to give? This is your space. Any causes you'd love to speak on? What's near and dear to your heart?
We'd like to. I'd like to say that we're missing two members, and we would love to have them on. And I'd also like to thank Ingo from iCorrupt. I'd like to thank Yannick as well, who put out our first record. He's still like in our lives, and he's a great guy. Best Life. We'd like to thank Marika. She's been helping us loads. All of the artists who have contributed to making the album what it is. We've got the artist Stephanie who created the Heron. We have Bedel Guys who has done the front cover, and also John Bradburn for his videos. And anyone who's helped put on a show or is putting on a show in Europe, we'd like to thank you. And people who come to the shows and talk to us and message us, and we're just really, really grateful. We don't take anything for granted. We're just, yeah, we're really grateful for everything.
Nice. Well said.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming on. We're all excited for the new album. Can't wait for everyone to hear it and share it and to catch some of that live footage. And hopefully, yeah, we'll get to catch you stateside sometime or maybe at New Friends, maybe in the future. So, yeah, thank you guys for coming on and have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.